Hey there, my friends, this is Dave Wood. I wanted to welcome you to this episode of the Daily Shortcut, and right now I'm actually giving you a high five and I'm giving you a hug with my mind. That's how much I appreciate you. And so now that you're watching, I want to focus today on how you should treat the day, right? I've heard a lot of people say that you should, treat every day like the last day that you ever got in your life. And I don't necessarily agree with that, because then you might not work at all, right? But I think that you should focus every day like it's the last day that you've got to produce. It's the last day of the month. It's the deadline. It's the day before the boss reviews your papers and checks if you've done it. It's the day right before your final exam and you've got to cram. Today is the last day you've got to produce, because if you treat every day like that, everything in your life is going to change. It's something I've talked about with people for a long time. Here's the thing that I want to focus on as we're going through this episode, is that, when's the time that you should actually succeed in your life? I used to have a 2 to 5 year plan, then 2 to 5 years later I had another 2 to 5 year plan. Our senior citizens had a 40-year plan, and then they get done and then it doesn't produce the life that they want, and so then they have a never-ending plan where they work odd jobs to keep their income up, and it's a shame on how the system of society works. But what is the thing that you actually want, and when do you want to get it? I'm going to suggest that it's your time right now. Look, now is the only time that you've got. You don't got the past anymore. You don't got the future. You might have a long future. Maybe tomorrow will be the end of your future. I hope you live a long time, but now, right now, you're alive, you're watching this, and now it's the only time that you've got. And so now is your time to win. Now here's the thing, society programs us to cram things at the last possible minute. Today, I'm not going to teach you to change that. I'm going to say, treat now like it's the last possible minute. Put the urgency on yourself right now. Look, after 7 years of having a 2 to 5 year plan, of always planning it out to the future, I was still where I was at the very beginning of that 2 to 5 year plan. I was actually worse, because I was losing money that whole time, always waiting for the day in the future when I was going to do what I needed to do right now. Look, you're watching this video now. You're breathing right now. You've got a day ahead of you or a night ahead of you right now. You could go give your wife a kiss right now. You could go give your kids a hug right now. You could go make money online right now. Now is the time to win, right? Now, here's what I believe, and I've taught this for a long time, and I don't remember where I heard this originally, so I can't give credit, but I'd like to. If you know the author of this quote, you can put them in the comments. And that is that success is achieved daily, not in a day. Okay? Success is achieved daily, not in a day. But it's not just random days. It's daily wins, daily victories, daily accomplishments, daily parts of your life where you say, yes, I did what I'm supposed to do today. Yes, I made the phone calls I'm supposed to make today. Yes, I did the blog post I'm supposed to do today. Yes, I did the videos I'm supposed to do today. Today, I won! And if you could keep winning and winning and winning, you can have a victory that builds and compounds so dramatically through the future, you won't even believe it. Bill Gates said that most people overestimate what they could do in a single year, but they vastly underestimate what they can do in 10. They vastly underestimate. And if you build a life that's based on winning, like today's the only day you've got to win, you're going to treat each second differently, just like a professional athlete does, just like a pro does in their life, who really makes lots of money and really has lots of success and has great friends and has great relationships. Today is the day to fix your marriage. Today is the day to fix your heart. Today is the day to fix your bank account. Today is the day to claim your daily shortcut. Treat every day like it's the last chance that you've got. So right now, here's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you 5 keys to focusing your daily energy, on winning and winning and winning and winning. And from this second forward, I want you to win, and then I want you to win, and then I want you to win, and then I want you to win bigger, and then I want you to win again, and I want you to keep winning. I want you to keep celebrating, and I want you to focus today on a victory. Have victory today. So here's 5 keys. Number 1, force yourself to stick to a schedule. This is the hardest one I've got, right? Because my brain is all over the place. But here's the reality. If you go to sleep at a time that's consistent, and you wake up at a time that's consistent, and you have personal development at a time that's consistent, you can do way more than you could do if you're disorganized, especially if you're building an online business. If you've got a little bit of time in the night, a little bit of time in the morning, you got to cram like as much as you can into 2, 3 hours, 4 hours in the day max, and then go spend time. Look, you don't want to get online and build a business and then not spend time with your spouse and not spend time with yourself and not go to the movies and not do cool things like go to the beach. You want to balance your life and demonstrate that you are an icon of what it means to be success, to be prosperous, to be balanced, to be in health, to shine, to be radiant, and say, this is what it means to have lifestyle. Just look at this video that I'm making. This is what it means to have lifestyle. You want to keep yourself on a schedule that you plan in advance, because if you don't plan your life, somebody else will. That's just the law of the universe, folks. Somebody plans your life, and I would rather it be you. I would rather that you plan your victories and have your victories and celebrate your victories and say yes as you're winning again and again. Number two, every hour you've got needs to be focused on your wins. And to focus on winning, you need to know what it means to win, right? If you don't know, if you haven't defined it, like what does it mean when you have a victory for an hour of work? Do you even know? If you have no idea, how can you even do that? It's not possible to do something that you have not defined and then to celebrate something that you didn't even know what it was before you got there. You want to plan it and then do it and then celebrate it again and again. And how do you do that? That's point number 3. That's to create what we call a KPI. We've talked about that in a previous show. We do that all across our company, and a KPI is a key performance indicator, meaning that when you are working, your key indicator of performance is this specific thing. And so, for example, in our community right now, I've been restructuring KPIs to be very specific for every level of our affiliates, because a new affiliate is going to have a little bit of a different daily goal than an affiliate that's been around for 3 months. And I can structure out through a KPI system, through the affiliates, through a volunteer army. I could literally structure somebody from brand new at 0 to a 6 and 7-figure income by focusing on small daily wins that happen every day and then advancing that system. But if you don't know what your indicator is of performance, how can you win? How is it possible to win if you don't even know how to win? If you don't even know what it means to win, how can you possibly win? Right? You need to define what it means to win. So you want to create a KPI for your daily actions, and every day you hit that KPI. Every day you win. Every day you celebrate your victory. Every day you blow up your success with victory and celebration. And every day, this is point number 4, every day you want to hit that KPI. You want to force yourself to hit that KPI like it's the last day that you've got, like it's the last second that you've got, like it's the last minute that you've got to win. Today is your only day to win. This hour is the only hour you've got to win. Right now is your only victory time that you've got, and after this your time is gone, because in an hour this is the only time you've got today maybe to spend with your family, and you got to spend that time with your family. So you got 1 hour and that's it, and you got to cram that hour. You got to cram that hour. You got to go to the gym and put all your energy in there. You got to cram your time. You got to hit your KPI no matter what happens. You want to have victory and then have victory and perform and have more victory, and you will turn into somebody that just radiates. You radiate, and people will get around you and they'll say, why are you so happy? And you'll be like, because I'm winning and I'm winning and I'm winning again and again. And here's the 5th key to doing that right now. I'm going to help you win right now, today, a little bit more by scrolling down and claiming your free copy of the Daily Shortcut. And here's how you do that. As you're hearing my voice, as you're listening to me, as you're thinking about winning again and again, you're going to have a win right now, because you're going to do what you should do right now, which is to claim your Daily Shortcut. So right now, I'm going to help you win. So scroll down right now till you see the space to put in your email. I want you to put your email in that space, then click that button that says, give me the Daily Shortcut. And when you do, I'm going to give you some things that are going to help you win today and also 5 days a week for free. Why? Because I want to help you win, because that's how I evaluate my performance, is how much you're winning. So right now, just scroll down. Put in your email, click the button that says give me the Daily Shortcut. I'm going to give you an audio today's episode. Listen to that a few times in the car, and after you listen, I want you to celebrate and say, yes, I listened again. And I want you to hear it, and then I want you to download that PDF, fill it out, and after you've filled it out and after you've read through it, I want you to say yes, and I want you to celebrate. And then on that next page as well, your 3rd bonus is we're going to see how we can help you to create more victory in your life. So right now, scroll down as I'm talking, put in your email, then click the button that says give me the Daily Shortcut. And of course, after you've done that, leave me a very detailed thought in the comments about how you're going to win, and you're going to win, and you're going to win, and you're going to win right now, because now is the only time you've got. It's been Dave Wood. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video, the Daily Shortcut.